Hey there and welcome back to Weather Nation. We're bringing you out to Montana, the central portions of the state battling a very large wildfire that has burned over 224,000 acres to this date. Still working on a little bit of containment, but since it is such a large fire, we wanted to talk with somebody who is directly related to this fire. He's the public information officer. His name is Tim Engrav, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, but we wanted to talk with him on the phone. You guys just had a press conference this morning, Tim, and essentially what did you go over? What have you found over the last 24 hours with the new developments on this fire?
Okay, this fire was active yesterday. What we experienced was a different wind direction. We had winds out of the south, and the last several days the winds have been blowing from the north. So we did have active fire behavior on the north side of the fire as the winds pushed it there. So it kept both local and incoming resources, firefighters and engines busy yesterday.
It definitely seems like it's going to be an active fire. Now, we've also been taking a look at the drought concerns here across portions of Montana. We're about 50% less than normal of average precipitation. How is the extreme and exceptional drought providing even worse conditions for this fire that you're battling?
The drought is making it really challenging to fight this fire. That's really a big part of the challenge. That combined with just the existing continued weather of low humidities, hot temperatures, and high winds. The drought conditions, the grass, rangeland, even the timber areas are all very dry, and it's proving to be very challenging for firefighters to put this fire out.
Now tell me a little bit more about the area that this fire is in. It is in central Montana, and we're talking about 224,000 acres. Is this near any towns or any cities, or is it going to be impacting anybody over the next couple of days?
It's several miles west of Jordan, Montana, which is a small rural community. It's sparsely populated, but there are still several homes and cabins and lots of pasture land, livestock areas, a mixture of both public and private lands. So there's still, even though it's not heavily populated, there's still impacts to a lot of folks.
Well, it sounds like it definitely is going to be something that we're watching over the next several weeks. Do you guys have an estimated containment date of when you think you'll be able to control most of this fire? The last few days we've been looking at estimated containment in early August. That could always change. We've been playing catch up on this fire here every day. The local resources have been working hard, and now we've been bringing in a lot of extra engines and fire crews to help because we do want to contain this fire, and so we're going to be working towards that direction hopefully in early August. Around August. All right. So it's going to be another couple of weeks that we're going to be battling this. Now, what is the plan with this? You said there wasn't much containment on it. Are you planning to try to control all 224,000 acres, or are you going to try to let some of it burn its course?
The direction to the Type 2 incident management team and the firefighters that we're bringing in is that we do want to contain this fire. So basically that means we're working around the perimeter of those 224,000 acres. So it's a lot of securing that perimeter of the fire. We're not going to be working throughout the whole middle, but because it's a lot of rolling open fields, grassland, rangeland, sort of, some of that will burn out pretty quickly in the middle, but we need to secure the edge, take the heat out of the edge so that it doesn't continue to push if we continue to get high winds and low humidities.
Well, it sounds like you definitely have a good plan in place. I wish you the best of luck as you continue to battle this huge blaze in Montana. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, that was Tim Engrav. He was a public information officer with the Lodgepole Fire. And we're going to be talking about this, like he said, in through the month of August. Now, one interesting thing to note is that we could be dealing with something called dry lightning or dry thunderstorms. What this is high-based thunderstorms that develop. And what it does is it's actually rain that falls through a dry layer of the atmosphere. And that means the rain is going to evaporate before it hits the surface, but that doesn't mean that the lightning can't reach the surface, and sometimes that lightning does, it encounters some of that dry brush, and when it encounters that dry brush, the vegetation catch fire. So that's an issue that we're going to be watching out for throughout the day today. We'll have much more details on more wildfires across the western United States coming up.